Candidate in the capital area is said to be removed from the ballot after their candidacy was challenged.
It is actually the second one in Port Allen. Yesterday, a potential council member was found ineligible to run. Today, it was a mayoral candidate. News 2's David Hamilton here with why a judge ruled against Lance Joseph.
If you're lying about your residency, you're digging yourself into a very deep hole.
Port Allen City Administrator Lance Joseph cannot run for Port Allen City Mayor after a judge has ruled him ineligible. State law requires mayors to be residents of the city they run at least a year before the election. Joseph's candidacy was challenged by a Port Allen resident who claims he actually lives in Plaquemine, which is Iberville Parish.
You know, Port Allen's a small town, and like any other small town, we kind of know everything about everybody. And Mr. Rizzuto and several other concerned citizens knew that Mr. Joseph didn't live here.
WBRZ's investigative team did confirm Joseph has a homestead exemption at the Plaquemine home, but he told us only his wife lives there and that he lives with his dad in Port Allen. That homestead exemption was enough for the judge to make a ruling, as the exemption is supposed to be used for whatever home you consider to be your primary residence.
In this case, the homestead exemption and the false certification on notice of candidacy trumps those other factors.
Iberville Parish officials told us they did grant Joseph and his wife the exemption on their property taxes more than a decade ago. But Joseph told WBRZ last week, said he didn't know it was added and that he never even applied for it. The assessor's office said it notified Joseph about the tax break and even gave him the option to remove it in a mail-out after he first received it. Doug Smith, the lawyer for the plaintiff, said the ruling holds Joseph accountable.
We're obviously pleased with the outcome. It's important that, you know, the rules apply to everybody, and especially those who end up in charge of making the rules or enforcing the rules, such as a mayor or other elected official.
The decision leaves two candidates in the race, Democrat Clyde Robertson Sr. and Independent Teresita Patton. However, Lance Joseph tells me he plans to appeal the ruling. David Hamilton, WBRZ News 2.